There's a popular quote, the days are long, but the years are short. That is something I see every single day. People always tell me they grow up so fast. And you can kind of roll your eyes because, oh yeah, you hear it all the time, but it is so true. Time is everything. We have 3 kids, stair steps. We've got a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 1-year-old. Lila Rose is the 3-year-old, James is 2, and Adeline is 1. Their personalities are all extremely different. Lila Rose was a dream baby, so easy, to the point that we started talking about adoption while she was still a baby. We thought this parenting thing is such a piece of cake, we've got this, and we always knew we wanted to adopt one day. So when we found out about our son, we started pursuing his adoption, and we knew that he had some special medical needs because of some issues before he was born and then with his first year in foster care. We did not know the extent of what those needs could be until he came to our home and we started evaluating it ourselves. In the midst of all that, we had our bonus baby, Adeline. So in the course of a 20-month time span, we had 3 children, and all in diapers, and one of them with special medical needs that intensified as the months progressed. So in order for us to maximize our time with the family, it means making sacrifices in other areas. And for years, for me, that's just trickled down to not sleeping. When I was 16, I did my first story at KPLC. It was a teen report, and it was pretty awful. I have hidden that tape, and I actually hid it so well I can't find it. So people ask me, oh, I want to see it. That was 18 years ago, and I've had a lot more stories I would say I'm a lot more proud of since then. But when I was 16 and got that first taste of what it was really like to be in a TV newsroom and the rush of news and connecting with the community, I knew it was something that I wanted to do as a career.
That door is driving me crazy. It's like it's set up in the newsroom.
I spend more time with John and Ben than I do my own husband. And so we know each other probably too well. We have a whole series of inside jokes that we know can make each person laugh until we cry. It's a special relationship. You know, I had them at my wedding. They were in the delivery room within hours of me having each child. When we adopted James, they were the first to say congratulations. So it's not just a work family, it bleeds over to everything else. And Ben actually now is at every single family reunion of mine each year. We call him Cousin Ben. So it's neat to see how those connections can become something with so much depth and something that will be permanent. John and Ben have been nothing but supportive. When I started expressing, I just don't know how much longer I can do this, they would see me in commercial breaks in the moments of crisis when I'm FaceTiming with Matt and a kid is crying and saying, I want you, Mommy, or one of them has fever and I felt like I needed to be home. They've seen all of that transpire live in real time. And, particularly John would turn and just say, you know where you need to be. And I know he was never encouraging me to give up on a dream or a career I'm passionate about, but to be the best version of yourself, I think you do have to recognize what do you truly want to prioritize. And he could see that change in my heart happen over the course of several months. My husband, Matt, knew what he was getting into when we started dating. He's a former news anchor and reporter and moved into the public relations field. And when we started dating, when we were in Waco, our first real date, I was a couple of hours late because of breaking news, and he gave me another chance because that's just something that comes with working in this business. But as it's translated into our marriage and now having kids, anytime there's severe weather, and school is canceled. Well, that just means we work longer hours. If there's an evacuation, again, that just means we're at work longer hours. And so it's something where he's constantly picking up the slack. One more. Okay. Yay, now we got it.
I think we're in a very impressionable time of our kids' lives, and they ask for their mom in the morning, and I try not to divulge that all the time to Britney because she's at work or whatever, but they do. They miss her, and we all miss her here, and it's always nice to have another pair of hands for sure. But I think just time as a family, we try to do that very intentionally on the weekends, is finding stuff to do together, finding fun things to do, and to have more days, more opportunities to do that is going to be what's best.
It's been a lot for him, but he's been 100% supportive because this has been a career dream for me and something that he believes in. It's just a season of life now where it's not sustainable for the type of family life we want to have. Stepping away from this job is extremely bittersweet. It was an extremely tough decision, and it's still a tough decision for me, but I know I'm doing what's right for my family. It's time that I can't get back. I've been able to swing the sleep deprivation and the crazy hours for the past few years because the kids have been so young, but now they're at a point where they recognize when I'm not here. They can communicate now that mommy's gone. There are often tears at night because they want me to read just one more book, stay up for 5 more minutes, sing them one more song. But it's something that I just can't always do because I have to get to sleep at a really early time. I don't want their memories in childhood to be shaped by my absence at important times. This community, you have been family to me for all of these years. You've been there as my family's changed. You've been there as my life has changed, and you've been so supportive to me through all that. All I can say is thank you from the bottom of my heart. This is not a goodbye. I'll still be around, and I certainly hope you'll say hi and give me a hug when our paths cross again.
Welcome to 7 News Sunrise. I'm John Bridges.
And I'm Britney Glaser.
You're much too serious, Brittany.